Hi, welcome back. In this lesson, I'm going to be talking about promoting your work, about promoting your book if you decide to do the Kindle side hustle, and promoting your freelance work if you decide to go the freelance side hustle route. So I'm going to talk about both of them in this lesson. One of the best things you can do to promote your book is to get book reviews. How do you do this? Okay. Give advance reading copies to friends, family, and fans, assuming that you're building up a fan base with the mailing list. Or let's say you've had a mailing list going for a couple months, you've got some people on it, you got your first book out the door. Send a thing to your mailing list saying, is there anybody out there that would like an advance reading copy in exchange for posting a fair review on Amazon? The second thing you can do is just place a notice inside your book asking for a fair review. You'll see this a lot in nonfiction Kindle books, somewhere in the front or in the back, and it's really your choice. I'd actually put it in both. Thank the person for buying your book because they do have many, many choices of which books to buy, and tell them that if they liked it and they found it to be of value, to please leave a review on Amazon. Then include in your book a link to your book on Amazon. What you don't want to do is never pay for a review. Now, if you go to Fiverr.com, you're going to see people offering to do a book review for you for $5. Don't do it. Amazon is very particular about this whole review thing and about paid for reviews, and their punishment is basically deleting your entire account. So it's just not worth it. Facebook. Facebook is a great place for both Kindle writers and freelance writers. If you're doing Kindle as a side hustle, set up a Facebook group that's a closed group, and it's open only to the people who buy your book. Now, how do they find out about it? In the back of your book, tell them, as a thank you, I'd like to invite you to join my closed group XYZ, whatever it might be. And then make sure that you actually put good, usable, actionable material in that group, and that you're present to both start and continue discussion threads. You don't want it to be a dead group. If you're not willing to actually make the group be alive and moving forward, don't do the group. Okay. If you're doing freelance as a side hustle, I would suggest instead of a group to set up a Facebook page and then feed it with links to articles that have to do with your niche, your blog posts, interviews you do with other people, or interviews that other people do with you. The point here is just to get your name out as much as possible. Let people know what you're doing. I'm a freelance writer. I write about XYZ. And, I invite you to talk to me about it. I invite you, if you have, gigs, let me know about it. Just keep the conversation going. I have that asterisk there by the interview thing, because when you start your freelance or your Kindle side hustle, you probably are not going to have anybody asking to interview you. So 2 things you can do. Interview yourself. Make a list of questions, answer them, and post it on your blog. Do a press release about the interview. It's okay that another entity is not interviewing you. The second thing, and this is very, very effective, is do a self-interview by videoing yourself talking about what you do. I've seen some wonderful videos of authors or bloggers or freelance giggers sitting on a bench and just talking about what they do. It's very conversational. It introduces people to you. It gives them a look about your personality. I really like it. And this way you actually can do an interview and it doesn't look odd that nobody else is there, because you're just having a conversation with the people watching the video. Press releases. Write a press release about your book or about your freelance business. And remember, press releases are meant to be news items. They're not something that's a hype, they're an actual news item. And it's kind of beyond the purview of this class to get into writing a press release. But Michelle Campbell Scott did a wonderful SlideShare presentation on writing a press release, and I left the URL up here so you can find it. Michelle also has a YouTube channel that always has interesting things for authors on promoting their work. And that takes me to SlideShare on YouTube. Author Steve Scott, who's one of the most successful Kindle authors around, does SlideShare presentations that are basically copyright-free images and a saying or a quote. And what he has found is that it really does drive traffic to his opt-in form, because he has a link on the last slide that offers the person something for signing up for his list, and then it takes them directly to the sign up. So same thing with your YouTube channel. If you have an area of expertise, create a YouTube channel, and your videos don't have to be long. You know, they can be 60 seconds, 120 seconds, but make sure you include a link to your website. And as I note here, neither of these are really a direct sell. They're not a hard sell, you know, go buy my book or go hire me to write blog posts for you. They're really lead generators. So they're a way for you to capture names and emails for your mailing list of people you know are interested, because they're already looking at a slideshow or a video in your niche. So they wouldn't be looking at it if they weren't interested. So it's a great place for a lead generator. Lastly, suggested reading. I'm going to start with Make Your Book Work Harder. It's actually free on Amazon for Kindle. It is free on Smashwords, so you can get it for other platforms. You can get it for your Nook. But we're going to put this together as a PDF file here in the course as one of your free resources, so you don't even have to bother going to Amazon unless you do want it in Kindle format, which is great. And what Michelle and I did in this book was we wrote about getting your work onto multiple platforms, to using more than Amazon to sell your writing. And that's free. Again, you can get it on Amazon, or it's going to be here. It's here on the site as a resource, free resource. And not to blow my own horn, but my Kindle book is Sell More Books, 55 Free Promotions That Work. And it's geared to all personality types, because not everybody wants to be the rock star. Not everybody wants to be on video, on camera. Some people are really shy, they're really introverts, and how they are comfortable doing book marketing or freelance marketing is going to be different than the rock star person. So I encourage you to pick up the Sell More Books 55 Free Promotions at Work, and either go to Amazon or download here as a resource the Make Your Book Work Harder. I think you'll find a lot of great ideas for promoting your work, your book, your freelance gigs.